Good morning, I'm Nicholas De Leon, and this is the Tucson Daily Brief for March 7th, 2026. Starting with public safety. Pima County Sheriff. Guthrie kidnapping investigation active, new leads being processed. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nano said Friday the search for missing 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie has transitioned from a mass deployment operation to a focused task force of 10 to 20 detectives and FBI agents. Nano said significant physical evidence, including fingerprints and DNA, is awaiting lab analysis. Separately, FBI agents and PCSD investigators returned to the Catalina Foothills neighborhood Thursday to question neighbors about reported internet outages on the night Guthrie disappeared. That's according to KGUN9, HTs-W.KJUN9.com news, local news. Sheriff says detectives still have more to work within Guthrie kidnapping. KVOA News 4, https://www.kvoa.com. Tucson SWAT resolves standoff near Kolb and Escalante. Tucson police SWAT officers resolved a standoff in the area of Kolb and Escalante roads Friday. No additional details were immediately available. That's according to KVOA News 4, https www.kvoa.com. Shooting near Grant and Silverbell leaves one dead. One person was killed in a shooting near Grant Road and Silverbell Road. The incident remains under investigation by Tucson police. That's according to KVOA News 4, https www.kvoa.com. Church molestation suspect indicted again on new abuse charges. A Tucson man who previously admitted to molesting a boy has been indicted on additional charges of child sexual abuse allegedly committed during church services. The case was reported by Lee Enterprises' public service journalism team. That's according to Arizona Daily Star, https tucson.com/news, our local site article 4A77382E, F693 to 475A is 6DF04F0D2D25C56.html. Turning to government and policy, RTA. Next, environmental groups urge yes vote on half-cent transportation sales tax. Environmental advocates are backing the Regional Transportation Authority's RTA next measure, citing $50 million earmarked for wildlife crossings as a key reason to vote yes on the 20-year half-cent sales tax proposal. That's according to KOL News 13, http www.cold.com/news 2026-0307. Environmental groups urge yes vote RTA next. DH. Arizona Senate passes bill eliminating capital gains tax on home sales. The Arizona Senate approved a measure creating an unlimited state capital gains tax exemption for home sales, expanding the current $250,000 single and $500,000 married exemptions to apply to all gains. The bill now heads to Governor Hobbs. That's according to Arizona Daily Star, https:/tucson.com/news. Local article 4BD7931CF7ED 4EC3 to 8AC3 to 224693DE7ECB7.html. Arizona farmers facing 77% Colorado River water cut. Arizona farmers are turning to conservation practices as the Bureau of Reclamation proposes a 77% cut to the state's Colorado River water allocation. The proposal has raised alarm among agricultural operations across southern Arizona. That's according to KOLD News 13, https www.cold.com news 2026-0307. Arizona farmers turn conservation Colorado River cuts loom to AHCCCS, leaving autistic children without therapy options, families say. Families and advocates gathered at the Arizona Capitol to demand action from the Arizona Healthcare Cost Containment System, AHCCCS, the state's Medicaid program, after contracted care organizations allegedly failed to deliver the behavioral therapy services for which they are paid. That's according to Tucson Sentinel, http www.tucsonsentinel.com/local report 030626 ASIAS autism. AHCECCs. Arizona families say ACCs left autistic children stranded without therapy options. TCUCC. Hobbs vetoes Charlie Kirk commemorative license plate bill. Governor Katie Hobbs vetoed Senate Bill 1439, which would have created a specialty license plate honoring conservative influencer Charlie Kirk, who was shot and killed at a college campus in Utah. Hobbs acknowledged Kirk's assassination as tragic, but said specialty plates should not be used to benefit political organizations such as Turning Point USA. That's according to Arizona Mirror, https:/asmirror.com, briefs Hobbs vetoes Charlie Kirk license plate bill. In business and development news, Hermosa Mine clears major environmental review milestone. The U.S. Forest Service released a draft environmental impact statement for South 32's Hermosa Mine, located about 30 miles southwest of Tucson, laying the groundwork for potential federal approval later this year. The controversial critical minerals mine has been under scrutiny for its environmental and water impacts. That's according to Tucson Sentinel, http://www.tucsonsentinel.com, local, report 030626, Hermosa Mine Review, Hermosa Mine Hits, Milestone After Forest Service Releases, Enviro Review. DHS to contract Marana Detention Facility for immigration enforcement. The Department of Homeland Security intends to contract Management and Training Corporation to use its Marana facility as an immigration detention center, according to Price. Pima resists ICE, a local opposition organization. The facility would hold detainees in the Northwest metro area. That's according to Tucson local media, http://www.tucsonlocalmedia.com. Explorer News/News Department of Homeland Security intends to contract Management Training Corporation for Detention Center/Article 7C8E7E95 to 9BB1 to 4779 to 93EB 443E953B DCB0 HTML. Tucson's largest public housing complex set for major overhaul. Tucson's largest public housing development is slated for a significant renovation project, according to KVOA. Details on scope and funding were not immediately available. That's according to KVOA News 4, https www.kvoa.com. In education, Amphi Board Vice President won't seek re-election after school closures. Matt Kopech, Vice President of the Amphitheater Unified School District Governing Board, announced he will not seek re-election after 8 years, citing the need for a fresh start following a contentious year in which the district closed 4 elementary schools due to declining enrollment and budget constraints driven partly by Arizona's private school voucher system. That's according to KGUN9, HOAOKTIPS, www.gn9.com/news/community-inspired journalism, Northside News, Amphi School District Board member, not seeking re-election after elementary closures. Palo Verde High School weighing 4-day school week to boost enrollment. Tucson's Palo Verde High School is considering a 4-day school week as a strategy to attract and retain students amid ongoing enrollment pressures. That's according to KVOA News 4, https://www.kvoa.com. In community news, Tucson Festival of Books opens next weekend. The 2026 Tucson Festival of Books begins next weekend on the University of Arizona campus. Among the featured authors is Rachel Eliza Griffiths, whose memoir recounts the year her husband, novelist Salman Rushdie, was stabbed. The festival is free and open to the public. That's according to Arizona Daily Star, https://tucson.com, life, entertainment, local article D1D 53509 to 8534 to 4D77 to 9D08 to 328227888D4C6 HTML. Oro Valley Marathon will cause Sunday traffic delays. A marathon in Oro Valley on Sunday will result in road closures and traffic delays in the area. Residents are advised to plan alternate routes. That's according to KVOA News 4, https www.kvoa.com. And now your Tucson weather forecast. No active watches, warnings, or advisories in effect for Pima County. Today, Saturday, March 7th, mostly sunny, high near 73 degrees Fahrenheit, south-southeast wind 5 to 8 miles per hour, precipitation 1%. Tonight, mostly clear, low around 49 degrees Fahrenheit, east-northeast wind 6 to 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Sunday, March 8th, sunny, then a slight chance of rain showers after 5 p.m., high near 82 degrees Fahrenheit, east-southeast wind around 10 miles per hour, chance of precipitation 20%. Outlook, temperatures surge this weekend from 73 today to 82 Sunday, signaling an early warm stretch for the region. The slight chance of late-day showers Sunday is the only precipitation in the short-term forecast. Expect a return to typical spring conditions through early next week. Failed, unavailable, Tucson Sentinel News Category 403, KOLD News 13, RSS 404, headlines retrieved from site, Tucson Weekly, RSS 404, University of Arizona, Newsfeed 404, Pima County Newsroom not attempted, City of Tucson RSS not attempted, Saddlebrook Progress not attempted, Cronkite News not attempted, NWS Forecast Discussion not attempted. That's your Tucson Daily Brief for March 7th, 2026. I'm Nicholas De Leon. Have a great day.